Hello, guys, and welcome to our very first post race interview. I'm talking with WHEELZ, who finished third place at round two. He is currently sitting in sixth overall in points, and he hails from Arkansas, USA. Welcome, WHEELZ. First off, I want to congratulate you on your podium finish. It was a hard fought battle. But my first question is, how do you go from not even qualifying to finishing on the podium in round two? It just sounds crazy.
Well, I actually missed the first round because I signed up wrong for the race, so I couldn't even get in to try to qualify. But
Okay, so that explains it a little bit.
yeah, yep.
So we've had some, mixed reviews on these tracks, but what do you think has been the most challenging obstacle so far in the Supercross series?
Ooh, the most challenging. Well, going off of just the round that I ran would mine would be
Yeah, because you've
uh
only been in one, I guess.
yeah. Going off around the round that I rode, it would be how rough the track gets. I mean, that's it really for me. The tracks are fun for me.
Just
I love
just the
Supercross.
track deformation.
Yeah, that
So,
would be me. My
so
decision.
being that the track really breaks down and there are some technical rhythms and things like that, how important is having a good bike setup for these Supercross tracks?
Pretty important, especially once it gets rough. Your bike will try to slide out, and your front end, rear end try to slide out, and it gets really bouncy. So, I mean, a good suspension setup is nice.
And
I just make mine stiffer, and then I change my mapping. I mean, that's really it.
so I heard a few people, they typically run aggressive mapping, but I heard a few people in the last round they were running more of a standard mapping. Did you do anything like that?
I do run aggressive. I
You
run
run
aggressive.
aggressive as well.
Yes.
I know you didn't qualify, you missed your qualifying in round one, but I know you probably practiced the track a little bit. Did you change anything on your bike setup from round one to round two?
I actually did not. I did not change anything from round one to round two.
You left it the same. You're pulling a Colt Nichols. He hasn't touched his bike. So,
Yeah, I
um,
did not touch a thing.
so how did you feel knowing that there was over 100 entries and you catch yourself in the main event and you're actually leading? What are you thinking when you're leading the main event? Are you just trying to focus ahead of what you're doing, or are you kind of like keeping an eye out for who's behind you? Like, what's your thought process through that?
Sorry, my dog's barking right now. But
It's
but with
okay.
me, but with me, man, I was just trying to focus ahead. I've found myself in the past worrying about who's behind me and trying to make sure like they're not trying to take me out or anything. Whereas like now, I'm just trying to focus on me and eliminating all my mistakes on my end and not let it be my fault. Going from not even running qualifying in the first one to running up front in the first round of this one or the second round, first round for me was insane. Like going off of last season run a supercross to this one, I was like in awe that I was out front. Like I didn't believe it.
Yeah, for me, commentating the race, I was like, "Who is this Wills guy?" Because I didn't even realize that you had like this situation to where you couldn't actually get into round one. So for me, you just came out of nowhere because I think a couple guys missed out. Like Pepe was in round one and he wasn't in round two, and then you're just up there battling and you actually led some laps. So you and Logan 341 were duking it out for sure. Now that you got a solid finish from round two, what are your goals going into round three and for the rest of the series?
Going into round three, man, I'm just trying to stay focused and like just run my clean laps. I'm not going to try to control stuff that I can't control and control stuff that I can.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
try to stay consistent and smooth.
Okay. I think that was our last question, and this is usually where I just give you the floor where you can, if you have any sponsors you'd like to thank or anyone that's been helping you out along the way, you can shout out your social media, anything you want to do. So I'm just going to give you the floor and we'll wrap this up.
Oh man, this the FXR team, the Kawasaki, KTM, and Honda. Man, we're all really good buddies. So I mean, they push me. Reese has helped me a few times now with some setup stuff.
And we all know Reese is fast.
Yes, Reese is super fast, so he's helped me. Been riding with some of the fast guys recently, so it's helped me for sure figure out that I need to push harder in spots. So
Right.
that's basically it.
All right. Well, Wills, thank you for talking and taking the time to meet with us today, and good luck going into the race on Friday. Wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Means a lot.